Are you feeling a little out of balance lately? Like you're giving too much and not receiving enough in return? Today we're diving into the Six of Pentacles, a card that's all about the art of giving and receiving. Whether you're the giver or the receiver, this card has a lesson for you. In the next few minutes, we'll explore what the Six of Pentacles can reveal about your current situation and how you can find the perfect balance in your relationships and finances. Stay tuned.
Breathe.
Everything is going. Everything is going right with my computer today. Everything is going right with my computer today. Everything is going right with my computer
Breathe. Miss Moonlight! I've been missing
today. How are you,
you.
Hershey?
I'm actually feeling a little better today. I still have some knots going on in my throat, but I am feeling way better than I have the last 9 days. So I think I'm starting to get this new medicine comfortable in my system. So I'm feeling better today. Thank you.
I'm feeling good. I've been up like literally all morning. My mood's been pretty elevated. I don't know if I'm going to crash later, but I feel very good today. I don't know why.
There's nothing wrong with that. Don't
I
question a
mean,
good
you know
feeling.
what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to hurt anybody else.
So
Well,
there's
you've got
Entertainment purposes
a
only.
lot of gratification going on, and that's a good emotion for this card.
It is, yes.
so we're going to be short a couple videos, one on the numerology and our story, because it's it's on my computer somewhere. It's just lost to me. They've hidden it so well.
We could talk
It just
about
gives
six
us more room to
six
talk.
or six by
Pardon?
itself. We could talk about 666
Yeah. Well,
or just
some
six.
some people are like that. We're thinking of talking about wives' tales and superstitions for a pop up
Today?
subject.
I like that.
No, 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 no.
Oh, I was going to say, no. That's like class
So
material.
666 could be a superstition if you're religious Christianity wise.
Or it could be 222 tripled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, two for you, two for me, two for Jeff.
Absolutely. Whew.
Okay, we'll go with what the suit of Pentacles represents for us. The suit of Pentacles, also known as coins, discs, or diamonds, is one of the four suits in the minor arcana of the tarot deck. The suit is associated with the element of earth, which brings its energies of stability, practicality, and material aspects of life. Pentacles are closely linked to financial matters, wealth, and material possessions. They reflect our relationships with money and our attitudes towards prosperity and abundance. Work and career. This suit often pertains to work and career and professional growth. It highlights the importance of hard work, dedication, and the pursuit of goals in the material world. Health and physical well-being. The earth element also governs physical health and well-being. Pentacle cards can indicate one's state of health or the need for a balanced lifestyle. Home and environment. Pentacles are connected to home life, real estate, and the environment. They emphasize the importance of creating a stable and nurturing environment. Practicality and realism. The suit encourages a practical, realistic approach to life. It underscores the importance of being grounded, making plans, and taking concrete steps to achieve goals. Symbolism and imagery. Earth element. Earth is stable, reliable, and fertile. It represents the physical world and the tangible aspects of life. Colors. The colors commonly associated with pentacles are green and brown, symbolizing growth, nature, and stability. Symbols. Pentacles often depict coins or discs, emphasizing material wealth. Other symbols include gardens, fields, and natural landscapes, representing growth and prosperity. The earth element brings a grounding and a stabilizing influence to the suit of pentacles. Overall, the suit of pentacles and its earth energy highlight the importance of nurturing our material and physical world through practical effort, patience, and grounded approach to life's challenges and opportunities. So it never fails when we go to record something. We have this big white Chevy souped up truck that's louder than ever that has to um, noise pollute.
I don't hear it.
It was going on while the video was playing, but he had to make a big show of it, as usual. And Hershey, are you getting messages and crowded already?
Crowded, yes. Messages. Let's just say that they've got a lot to say, but this is probably not the show for that.
It's not educational content, huh?
Not in the way of tarot. Something to learn from it, but it's not for tarot.
So this is the Morgan Greer Tarot, and we've got our 6 pentacles, and then we have the scales, and in this one we've got 2 hands outstretched, waiting for their stipend or alms.
Ooh. Wait, since you said that, I just want to show what the Morgan Greer looked like in 1979.
That's the 9 of Pentacles. I have her.
I know. I'm just saying that the color schemes from the 70s are so much different, is what I'm saying. But then here's another 6 right here. I just noticed the Morgan Greer because that's the only one, the reference, but I just like the colors of it. I like all the purples. I like the purples.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, see, that looks very blue to me. Does that not look blue to anybody else?
To me too. Yeah.
So purple is a color of royal, right? This card represents royalty and the mind frame for me. You know, this is a gratitude card. This is as Thoth, as Aleister Crowley would say, the land of milk and honey. I see this as gratitude, you know, how we feel inside. So if we treat us in our temple like royalty, then I feel that purple, even though I can't seem to find the word purple, I feel like this would be a very regal, royal color for ourselves, for the gain that we have, because we're in a place that is no longer controlling us. We are controlling it. So I love the colors of purple for this cup, for this 6. Don't see it a lot because, like, I've got a lot of them here, and ain't none of them really got no purple in them. So, you know, if they have anything at all, to do. See, blue, but this is the surrealist. So nope, that's the pumpkin one. Surrealist. Oh well, surrealist has got a lot of purple, but um, I'm not sure what exactly that is. Is that like a silo? Not sure what's going on here. There's a whole lot going on there. And again, back with the blues. Or this one. I love this one, the Hoodoo Tarot. I love this. So it's about your left hand, right? So if your left hand is itching, you put money in your left hand and it metastasizes. It grows. So they've got a $2 bill, a lucky $2 bill that they put in the left hand because the left hand represents growing money. Right hand means you're paying it out according to the Hoodoo Tarot, which I like that concept, but I like the purples more for this than all these dang on blues, as you can see. Just blues everywhere. Blues or no color at all, or overabundance of color.
That's
Sorry.
like there's a higher level of giving when it's purple. It's not like basic, like tit for tat, quid pro quo. It's almost like something that can be a benefit to you, like your higher purple chakra, or so it makes sense, like what you're saying, Hershey. Also, it also makes sense in the direction that you're coming out of that Five of Pentacles card and reassessing what it means to have money, where you were having loss or viewing it as loss. Now you're viewing it. I mean, most people see it as quid pro quo when they read with it. Like when I see people reading with it,
they see it what?
As tit for tat, quid pro quo. You give me something, I get something.
Really?
That's what I've seen. Yeah, in political reasons stuff.
You grease my hands, I'll grease yours.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's
I get
interesting.
something, you get something.
Yeah. That, to me, if you put tit for tat, you would be destroying your own self-esteem because it's a game where there's no winner. You know what I'm saying? Or at least not the tit for tat. I understand. There's literally no winner. There's two losers, the one that continues to play and then the one that constantly gets destroyed. So to me, I would see that as a loss of self-esteem versus the game. To me, I think tit for tat would throw you back into the 4 or the 5. But I guess that's why I'm not a very good political reader. So yeah, I would have never saw it as that. Interesting. Good to know.
Yeah, and the Kipper too. It's the unexpected income card because you see, I think it's that card. You see one hand coming down, and another one accepting something
as in
from it.
Kipper, its own system, not tarot.
Kipper's its own system. I think Kipper is way different from tarot.
Yeah, I would put that more on even though I understand it's not Lenormand, I would put that more with Lenormand than tarot.
Than tarot. But I mean,
there is no 6 of Pentacles, and I have one Kemper deck. I believe it's the same one you have, and there's definitely no 6 in there.
No, there is no 6. But I mean, I think but to me, the most faithful rendition of that quid pro quo thing is when the one hand is giving and one hand's receiving. Like what you're saying makes more sense to me, that it's about the world no longer controlling you or your thoughts of money controlling you. You are controlling them, or you're controlling the resource, and that's not how a lot of people see it. When I've seen this card read, I've seen it read as what Thomas said, grease my hands, I'll grease yours, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And then in the Kipper, where there's that one hand holding, some people have seen it as like someone flipping on someone else, like in a political read, when they use the Kipper. So it's funny to me that that actual truthful rendition of what the card means
I have to look this
read
up.
In the beginning. Is that the Christophania? Okay.
Well, I have when I've read this card politically, sometimes I read it as money laundering, or I'm my own best charity.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like fundraising schemes, Ponzi schemes also can go with this card um, when you're doing a political read. But we have a growth from 5 where we have uh, what was lacking money, and so we grew from that lack of money to manifesting money, and now we have to be grateful and help those that are less fortunate than us because we've already been less fortunate from visiting the 5.
We're gonna have to
So
talk after the
we
show, Jeff.
share the excess that we have. We don't have to give everything away that's excess. We can save for a rainy day. But if you have money, it
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is the state of grace coming from the money, or is the state of grace just about money? Like just about being grateful in and of itself for whatever
I
you
think
have.
it's just I think it's just counting your blessings and being grateful. But then again, how did you get your money? Was it hard work? Was it found money? Was it you know? There's different ways to
Hmm.
get money. Um,
Does
I
the
see
word
a lot of
practical
people.
apply to this?
That's a good question
I
too.
I would I would say practical and prudent needs to apply to this card because you need to um, be careful who you ask for money because if you get money, time, or talents from somebody, there may be a lot of strings attached, and you may not want
Oh boy,
to
don't I
go
know that
down
one?
that. You may not want to go down that path because it could cost you your soul to be indebted to that person. Okay, let's visit our keywords for the Six of Pentacles. Okay, my computer's being funny. I've lost my cursor. Keywords for the upright Six of Pentacles: generosity, charity, sharing, giving, receiving, balance, fairness, gratitude, support, kindness, prosperity, abundance, philanthropy, reciprocity, altruism. Keywords for the Six of Pentacles reversed: strings attached, selfishness, greed, debt, inequality, power imbalance, unfairness, dependence, taking advantage, withholding, lack of generosity, self centeredness, financial insecurity, control, exploitation. And I was this many years old till when I found out that you need all your teeth to say the word reciprocity.
Especially your front teeth. I do front
Yeah,
teeth.
that didn't help. But I think that was 15 takes to get that word out. But we got patience, and so those the keywords that sort of help you. Uh, Hershey, they freezing me out now.
Yeah, they are. Uh, I don't know. Like I said, I see this very differently than I guess a lot of people do. I don't know if because it is kind of my moon card and as well. There's a different connection to me with it. because of what you're just coming out of with the 4 and the 5. Uh, I don't want to go backwards. So to think this card as anything other than an inner growth, and again, like I said, I know everybody wants to put Pentacles smack dab in the middle of a dollar sign, and to me, it's just not always that. You know what I mean? I never have
Time,
any
talent, and resources
cash to offer because
are
obviously I'm disabled. But what I do give away, this would be where I fall smack dab in the middle of giving life experiences away. You know what I mean? Like I'm constantly saying, where was I in this situation? Where was I in that situation? But I definitely am understanding it a little different when I'm not so focused to see it as generosity with other your time, your emotion, your something that's valuable to you that you're giving away to someone.
So there's almost a state of grace in something that's priceless.
But yes,
yeah, okay,
yes.
that makes sense. I like that idea.
So
yeah, that's ultra positive. Yeah.
The way I frame the coins or pentacles suit is time, talent, and resources. So if you've got the knowledge to mentor somebody, that is a giving also. Or if somebody offers you tutelage or their mentoring, you're on the receiving end of that grace.
Is it the grace to know enough to accept help? Would you say, Thomas?
Yeah, it's maybe loosening some of that pride to being stubborn. And if you are offered help and you reject it, you are actually doing the person who was offering a disservice.
Is that where they get the phrase "looking a gift horse in the mouth" kind of thing? Like, would that kind of apply to what you just said, bro?
I'm not sure if that's exactly
Okay. Okay. I'm just, it
what
went through
pulls
my
it out,
head, so I
but
had to ask.
um, if you refuse help, you are robbing somebody of some pleasure that they could give, and it takes down their self-esteem if you reject help given honorably.
I like giving. Yeah. I mean, like I get a rush from it. I don't know. So yeah.
Let's go on to our symbology for our Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is rich in symbolism, capturing themes of generosity, balance, and the dynamics between giving and receiving. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the card features a well-dressed man standing in the center, holding a balance scale in one hand, while distributing coins with the other. Two figures kneel at his feet, receiving his charity. Each element in this scene contributes to the card's overall meaning. 1. Wealthy man. The central figure represents someone in a position of wealth and authority, symbolizing the ability to give and support others. His fine clothing signifies prosperity and stability. He is a benefactor, showcasing the act of giving with an open hand. 2. The scales. The scales held by the man emphasize balance and fairness. They suggest that giving should be done with careful consideration and equity, highlighting the importance of justice in acts of generosity. This symbolizes the need to maintain balance in the exchange of resources, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual. 3. The coins. The coins symbolize material wealth and resources. The act of distributing them suggests the flow of wealth and energy. This imagery underscores the theme of sharing abundance with others and the cyclical nature of giving and receiving. 4. Beggars. The two kneeling figures represent those in need, reflecting themes of humility and dependency. Their presence indicates the need for support and the importance of recognizing and addressing inequality. They symbolize the various positions we might find ourselves in throughout life, sometimes as givers, other times as receivers. 5. Clothing and colors. The rich, warm colors of the giver's attire contrast with the muted tones of the beggar's clothing, further emphasizing the disparity in their circumstances. The reds and golds highlight wealth and action, while the earth tones of the beggar's clothes suggest poverty and a grounded state of being. 6. Background and setting. The setting is relatively plain, keeping the focus on the interaction between the figures. This simplicity suggests that the act of giving and receiving is universal, transcending specific contexts or environments. Overall, the Six of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot is a vivid depiction of the interplay between generosity, need, and balance. It invites reflection on the roles we play in our relationships and the importance of maintaining equity and compassion in all our exchanges. So that speaks to your color, the rich reds and golds of the person with the money, and then the muted earth tones of the impoverished. So you saw the purple as a symbol of royalty, which it is. That
So
might be that.
in this beautiful gem of a source book, it says that the six is best seen as perspective. There is balance and signifying shifts in power that can't always be seen as the result of your metamorphosis into generosity. Knowing that something that you give is almost always going to be reciprocated. I think seeing it that way, I understand. And Brother Thomas, we are waiting you. We will see you when you return. We will hold it down. But when I think about like this one, right? This one literally talks about it being about self-esteem. It means a lot to me, especially coming from a previous way of living before the aneurysms, where I wasn't necessarily in control and I was almost always destroying myself with mental thoughts, physical actions that not just hurt me, hurt anybody. And see, again, I go back to that tit for tat. So I guess I could see it as a tit for tat card. I just can't apply that mentality now because I have more.
You have the proper perspective now, which is what was missing before. Well, yeah, and that's why in political reads it's so useful to use it because it's the opposite of that to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And just by the imagery alone, I think the way the two beggars look versus the way the one who's giving looks comes across in some of them. More so in the Six of Cups, I think, when you're thinking about family and whatever, it almost looks like there's some element, although not totally, in the Six of Pentacles of belittling. Like they're on their knees begging, and so people associate it with like desperation as opposed to perspective, or as opposed to retooling or recalibrating how you think about money. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you don't have the proper perspective, or I should say, if you have a different perspective on a situation, you're going to read that card accordingly.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hi, Amber.
Hi, Amber. Welcome, Amber. So, instead of videos, we'll have to go back to the old timey way of doing the numerology.
Okay.
Okay, the number 6 in numerology is often associated with harmony, balance, and responsibility. It carries a nurturing energy and represents a deep connection to home and family. The characteristics and meanings associated with the number 6 can provide insight into its influence in various contexts, including personal life, relationships, and broader spiritual understanding. Key attributes of the number 6. 1. Harmony and balance. The number 6 is known for its ability to create harmony and balance. It's often seen as a stabilizing force that seeks to resolve conflicts and promote peace. In numerology, 6 is the number of equilibrium, helping to harmonize energies and bring about unity in diverse situations. 2. Responsibility and service. Individuals influenced by the number 6 are often drawn to service oriented roles. They have a strong sense of responsibility and duty towards others, making them natural caregivers and protectors. The energy of 6 encourages people to act with compassion and selflessness. 3. Family and home. The number 6 is deeply connected to family and home. It represents nurturing, domesticity, and the love shared within a family unit. People with a strong 6 influence often prioritize their family's well being and work towards creating a loving and supportive environment. 4. Compassion and empathy. With its nurturing energy, 6 is associated with compassion and empathy. It encourages the individuals to be understanding and supportive, making making it a powerful number for healers, counselors, and those in helping professions. The number 6 fosters a sense of community and interconnectedness. 5. Beauty and aesthetics. In addition to its nurturing aspects, the number 6 is linked to beauty and aesthetics. It appreciates art, music, and all forms of creative expression that bring harmony and pleasure. This aesthetic sense often leads those influenced by 6 to seek beauty in their surroundings and personal interactions. Symbolic meanings and spiritual significance. In a spiritual context, the number 6 is seen as a symbol of unconditional love and balance between the material and spiritual realms. It encourages individuals to align their actions with their highest values, promoting a life of integrity and purpose. The spiritual message of 6 emphasizes the importance of compassion and service in achieving personal and collective growth. Challenges associated with the number 6. Despite all its positive attributes, the number 6 can also present challenges. Its strong sense of duty can lead to overcommitment and neglect of personal needs. People influenced by 6 may struggle with maintaining boundaries, becoming too involved in other people's problems at the expense of their own well being. It's important for those with a strong self influence of 6 to balance their nurturing tendencies with self care and personal development. In conclusion, the number 6 is a powerful symbol of harmony, responsibility, and love. Its influence encourages individuals to act with compassion and empathy, fostering strong family bonds and supportive communities. While it brings many positive qualities, it's essential to maintain balance and avoid overextending oneself. Overall, the energy of 6 inspires a life of service and beauty, connecting the material world with deeper spiritual truths. So, Care Bear, your life path is the 6. Service to others. Okay. Just remember to set those boundaries, Care Bear. Are you also highly spiritual? I would say so from what I know of you.
Yeah, that's why I brought up the 666, because when we get the 666, we're not. All it means is we're not getting enough spiritual in our lives. is what they say it means. If you get that angel number,
We're not marking beasts
yeah,
of the apocalypse or anything.
but we're not. But yeah, I mean, soon we could all have the mark of the beast, or maybe we already have it. Some people think with the COVID vaccine. So I don't.
Have you been chipped?
Yeah, like watch the Lion of Judah channel. Like, you've seen the Lion of Judah?
Is this a joke? What?
The Lion of Judah channel?
Have I seen it?
Have you seen it?
No.
No. You should watch her. Yeah.
Really?
No, this is not a joke.
This isn't a joke, though.
There were a group of people that during COVID that said we were all secretly getting chipped with the COVID vaccine. They were putting a microchip in that vaccine into everybody's arm. And then why we needed three shots or two boosters and all that, was that they did a software upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
My day's done, y'all. I'm out of here. Not to mention, I don't have that whatever y'all talking about because I didn't get it. No, that injection, right? Look at me however you want. I give no damn. Never mind. It's all about personal choice. You didn't
think it was the mark of the beast, though.
No, this is the first time I've literally heard this, but y'all know I don't do a lot of the news and all of that shit because I have my own team here that lets me know what I need to focus on instead of what everyone else wants me to focus on. Although I've never heard it that way, and I have people in my family because they worked in the food industry or they worked in a public setting, they were forced to get it to keep their job or to just keep employment, period, when the world shut down, so to speak, for 1 year, 2 years, however long that shit was going on, right? What I can tell you that is you've got to be pretty damn bored to start some kind of rumor like that, or it's 100% correct and y'all have been chipped, and I'm so glad that I didn't fall in line. I don't know how to take that, but it doesn't seem, sound, or feel right. I can tell you that. So, no, I think I'm just going to stay with generosity and a brotherly, sisterly kind of love vibe to this.
Yeah, it's like the physicians were really debating with us, people with compromised music.
I think anybody that got it is safe to say they're okay. I'm literally not shooting it down one way or another. But because of health reasons, my medical team says, no, there's too many complications in the beginning with the blood clotting and the lung problems and this problem and the that problem. And, everything that they were coming out saying it was affecting was areas of mine that are not able to take a hit like that. You know what I mean? So I didn't get it for medical purposes where everybody was running to it because their doctor was throwing it down their throat. My doctors were like, nope,
don't do it.
No,
don't do it.
Don't do it. And I promise you, I never got the shot. I've never had COVID. I'm not knocking on no damn wood. It's just the flu. It's going to be pretty shitty if I get it, but I'm going to fight through it like I always do. But because of that mentality, I think I'm glad that I'm hearing about it now versus back then when, the world was closed off and people had nobody. We were all in such a shuffling formation that we didn't recognize the things that piss us off, irk us, drive us nuts that everyone else was doing because everyone was going about it in a kind of a loo, or their head was in the cloud, so to speak. They were just programmed, and then we got deprogrammed by not being able to socialize or be out in the world as we knew it. So we started noticing a lot of things about a lot of people because we didn't have any other choice but to sit back and look at how someone else was living their life. Well, what are they doing behind closed doors? Well, what are they doing behind closed doors? Well, what are they doing? Who the hell cares? If they're not paying your bills, what are you worried about it for? If their smile on your face is there because they put it there, then maybe you need to address the situation. But if them two literally things don't apply in this situation, I'm glad I'm just now hearing that. So thank you for making sure that filter was on full blast. Oh my God, I think I would have literally died laughing hearing that 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago or whatever. I would have died laughing. I would have went out laughing. So that would have been the important part, right? Blessings, Fatima, Mousy, everybody that comes in, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you for going and commenting on this and other videos that creators create after the fact,
Doing
because
all the YouTube.
it does help engagement. And by all means, if you have a suggestion for me, a criticism, or what you would like to see, what would make it better for you, absolutely comment in any of my videos, because my um, YouTube studio will let me know when I've got a new comment, no matter how old the video is. And I do go back and read those comments. So thank everybody for giving me algo love and support me for the card of the days and things like that. I appreciate it so much. Shall we go on to our zodiac and planetary association?
Definitely.
In tarot, each card
Morning.
can be associated with
Alright.
certain astrological correspondences, including zodiac signs, planets, and elements. Here is how these correspond to the Six of Pentacles. Zodiac, Taurus. The Six of Pentacles is often associated with the zodiac sign of Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign known for its practicality, reliability, and focus on material security. This connection highlights the themes of generosity, stability, and the resource management found in the Six of Pentacles. Tauruses are also known for their nurturing and caring nature, which aligns with the card's emphasis on giving and receiving support. The sign's affinity for comfort and luxury reflects the card's theme of abundance and prosperity. Planet, Moon. The Six of Pentacles is linked to the moon, which governs emotions, intuition, and the subconscious. This planetary association underscores the emotional dynamics involved in giving and receiving. The moon's influence can suggest sensitivity and empathy, which are crucial in understanding the needs of others and responding with kindness and compassion. The moon also highlights the cyclical nature of giving and receiving, much like its phases, which echo the card's theme of balance and reciprocity. Element, Earth. As a card in the suit of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is aligned with the element of Earth. This element represents the material world, practicality, and physical aspects of life, such as health, finances, and work. The earthly nature of the card emphasizes groundedness and the tangible aspects of generosity, such as financial support and material resources. Earth is also associated with growth and fertility, reflecting the potential for prosperity and abundance through sharing and cooperation. Overall, the astrological correspondences of the Six of Pentacles reinforce its core themes of generosity, balance, and material support. Taurus emphasizes the importance of stability and reliability in giving and receiving, while the moon adds emotional depth and intuition to these exchanges. The element of earth grounds the card in the material realm, highlighting the practical aspects of generosity and the importance of maintaining balance in our physical resources. Together, these correspondences create a rich tapestry of meaning,
inviting reflection on how we manage and share our abundance with others. And I noticed that recording. I'm trying a new editing software, CapCut, and it seems that one was a little low in volume. So I'll try to adjust that for next week.
Did I not get that out? Okay. So this is Crete. Minos of Crete. King Minos. Interesting. So there I got this deck, right? And it's probably one of my least favorite decks, but I absolutely love the gift that someone gave to me, right? It is the Mythic Tarot from 1986, I think. Anyway, I don't know. It was reprinted in a different version in 2001, but this one is from 1986, right? And one of my favorite cards is the Death card. And of course, this one has a horrible rendering of Pan as the devil. So I kind of have a distaste for it. But I think I think it just earned some kudo points with me for the simple fact, as it says, that this card should be robed in regal purple and a gold crown. For this is a pentacle, is a promise being fulfilled by a future patronage before the craftsman even kneeled, right? So that's what the card looks like. And even although, again, I'm stuck on this purple for this card, and I don't necessarily care for this specific deck because of how they represent Pan as the devil. I like that. I don't understand King Minos, but I have a strong connection to Crete, right? I have a couple of guides that I specifically work with that are from Crete. So I do love that the image is, even before the man kneels, he's already being offered something. You know what I mean? He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he needs. And I think that this is a good way. Wait, where'd it go? Shit, I lost it. Damn it. Me and my books here. I don't know. I lost it. I'll have to come back to it. But it's in one of these books here, it says that if you can't give financial stability because you're comfortable where you're at, but you're not in a place of financial gain, your scars are the best thing you can give. Like your scars, what you live through. And I think that's why I see this card in a very different way than a lot of other people. And I was looking for it because I wanted to read it. There's like a little sentence there that was said, and guess who the person that said it was? And I will find it. Nostradamus himself says that if you can't give freely because of, your place, you can give away your scars. And I absolutely love that, especially for me. Because I can give my scars away and I can give the lesson that I learned. Of course, you've got to apply it to your own life in your own way and however it fits. Not everybody can wear the same shoe, but when that bitch fits, all I can tell you is lace that bitch up and keep going. But yeah, I think I do see this card now as more of a choice where I didn't used to see it so much as a choice. So I'm learning. Hi, Bill. Hi.
So we can also discuss this card in relation to the next couple coming up. Right now with the 6, we get instant benefits from receiving or giving. In the 7, it takes work. especially stick-to-itiveness. The payoff isn't there until you work and work and work and work. You plant the seeds, and then you tend to the crops, and then finally you harvest them.
Please.
And then the
Bring your
8,
mom up. Please, buddy. Here's your cookie.
if you get money
Outside for a few minutes.
or have
Bring
assets
dude.
or resources,
Christ.
if you have the assets now, then you can go into an apprenticeship, which is the 8, the work card. Apprenticeships are unpaid positions. Back in the day, you may have worked and got room and board, but you didn't get any pay, so you couldn't. It's an even longer term payoff than the 7, which is like one season, spring to fall. Whereas apprenticeship, some skills are lifetime endeavors. I think of the Japanese squid ink making, so they could do their calligraphy inks. It's like a 5-year process to dry that out and mix it with clay and step on it to knead it, and it's just. But then when you get to the 9, all those things cumulatively make luxury for you.
I wanted to bring up something Hershey said in the beginning about perspective, because if you look at every one of these cards in the Pentacles as money, you won't see it from the very good way Hershey's seeing it, which is about growing perspective in this particular card. Like if you looked at the 4 of Pentacles, there's a certain element of perspective there that you're holding on to things too much. Or if you look at it 3, that you're not allowing teamwork to happen. If you look, and you're opening yourself up to a whole new realm of resource that you might not have considered by working with other people. And that juggling act that you're feeling is too much for you, or the good and the bad of the things on this earth that are in a duality. Maybe if you look at it from the perspective that you can do that shadow work and all that. So I hadn't thought of it until today, until her book actually brought it up, and she brought it up. But perspective is the gist of what Hershey's seeing these coins as opposed to money, which in a lot of these political reads we see. So if you look at it from that standpoint, it has a whole different meaning that kind of elevates that suit from where it is on the bottom a little bit higher. So
I mean, in theory, when you only see it as money, that's kind of being shallow when it comes to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetical but very realistic situation. 2 sets of grandparents, both of them own their own business. One of them never wanted, and the other one never wanted in a negative way, because they were constantly being very selfish with the financial gain. You know what I mean? Like they felt like their money made the world go round. You know what I'm saying? That, if I'm going to give you this $1, I'm going to expect you to jump, and your only question is how high, kind of thing. So I guess life itself put some of us in situations and circumstances where we're forced to look outside of the box, so to speak, to not take the easy road and always say it as money. There's more in this world that can be gained from everyday experiences that has absolutely nothing to do with $1, none whatsoever. If you're constantly throwing $1 into your mind frame, there's a chance that you're the type of person that allows money to make you, to move you, to motivate you. But if you remove that aspect and you look at it as a disc or a star or something other than a dollar, it kind of opens your mind to understand a grain of sand differently, a beautiful sunrise that you never thought you'd see because yesterday you could have been blind and today you're seeing a sunrise that you never saw before, you know? So I don't know. I guess life itself has forced me to remove the money part of Pentacles, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yep.
And yes, I do have a new Schwada. And it is negative. It's a damn maggot, and it won't leave me alone. As in a flying maggot, a fly. And I need it to go away.
Well, even the Eight of Pentacles, or the one with the one that's doing the repetitive motion for work, to be a worker bee. If it's work, you know,
banging
in
out the
vain,
coins on the bench.
yeah, right, which is the next one, or the Queen of Pentacles. You know, so it feels to me like making license plates in jail. What he's doing when I look at that card, so to me it feels like it's something for nothing and it doesn't have meaning. You know what I mean? But if you apply the perspective to it, then if it's not about the dollar, it's about something more spiritual and reflective, then the perspective ideal holds water. And I think we get too often caught up in the pentacles as money. And I think that hurts
I agree.
meanings of a lot of
I
well, it
agree.
does. It hurts meanings even in the political realm, because it's not always about something wicked or evil or laundering, or I mean, yeah, it can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Well,
There's
look at the
instant-
artwork on a traditional card, and you have the giver.
When you say traditional, what exactly
And
do you mean by that?
just an RWS type deck.
Like
So
this?
you have the
Not
the
that one.
patron. He's standing up, and the
This is
beggars
the
are at a
waterfall deck.
lower. Yeah, and the people that are receiving money are at a lower position. And I think that's the way American society thinks of people without money or resources, is that I am above you. I'm not everyone, but I think maybe as a broad swath, I'm above being poor, so I can give money.
I mean,
That's how I see that card too. I told Hershey that, I think, when you weren't in the room, or you might have been.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I did
I
tell
was
her that.
I was fighting my internet, my computer, I think. So thank you all for coming in. We've had several more people, Miss Tarot D and Moon Scarab and Nancy and Jane stop by. Thank you. We're
yes, Miss.
ready for
Moving forward.
our yes no. When interpreting the Six of Pentacles in the context of a yes or no tarot reading, it is important to consider its core themes and meanings in both its upright and reverse positions. Here's how the card might be interpreted in a yes-no context. Upright Six of Pentacles. Yes. Generosity and support. The upright Six of Pentacles often signifies a yes, as it embodies themes of generosity, support, and mutual benefit. It suggests a positive flow of giving and receiving, indicating the assistance or resources you may need may be available to you. Balance and fairness. The card indicates a balanced and fair exchange, suggesting that things are likely to work out equitably. If you're asking about a situation that involves sharing your partnership, the answer is likely to be affirmative, as balance and fairness will be maintained. Abundance and prosperity. The upright position suggests that resources are available and generosity will be rewarded. This can indicate a favorable outcome where needs are met and prosperity is shared. Reverse Six of Pentacles. No or not yet. Explanations. Imbalance and inequity. The reverse Six of Pentacles often points to a no or not yet answer. It indicates an imbalance in giving and receiving, suggesting that the situation may not currently favor a positive outcome. strings attached. The reversal may imply that assistance comes with conditions or strings attached, making it a cautionary sign. It suggests being wary of offers that seem generous but have hidden motives. Financial strain. Reversed, this card can highlight issues such as debt, greed, or selfishness, indicating that the current situation may not be conducive to a positive outcome or resolution. Dependency or exploitation. The reverse Six of Pentacles warns of potential exploitation or dependency issues, suggesting that the power dynamics in a situation may be unbalanced, which could lead to negative consequences. Summary. In a yes/no tarot reading, the upright Six of Pentacles tends to indicate a yes, suggesting positive outcomes and mutual benefit, while the reverse Six of Pentacles leans towards a no or not yet, highlighting imbalances or complications that need to be addressed before moving forward. As with all tarot readings, the context of the question and the surrounding cards can further influence the interpretation. And tune in next week to see Tom put in extra syllables into words, like interpreted it. I have to laugh at myself. So we've got a couple affirmations, and then I'll read you the
Affirmation
story,
for the upright Six
so
of
you can
Pentacles.
create and
I am open to the flow of abundance in my life. I give and receive generously, knowing that what I share comes back to me in many forms. I trust in the balance of the universe and the fairness of my actions. My generosity opens doors to new opportunities and strengthens my connections with others. I am grateful for the resources I have and use them wisely to support and uplift those around me. As I give with an open heart, I receive with gratitude, creating harmony and prosperity in my life. Affirmation for the reverse Six of Pentacles. I recognize the need for balance in my relationships and resources. I am mindful of my boundaries, and I give only when it feels right and fair. I release any feelings of lack or greed, knowing that true abundance comes from balance and integrity. I'm aware of the energy exchanges in my life and seek fairness in all interactions. I trust that by honoring my needs and setting healthy boundaries, I create space for genuine generosity and mutual support. I am open to finding equilibrium in my giving and receiving. So, if you've got your arts, craft supplies, your tarot journal ready, I will read this week's story. So, I have no idea how long this will be. Part 1, The Gift of Giving. Upright, Six of Pentacles. In the bustling city of New Haven, where skyscrapers cast long shadows over the streets below, Alex Richards found fulfillment in his career as a successful entrepreneur, having built a thriving tech company from the ground up. Alex enjoyed a life of abundance, but his greatest satisfaction came not from wealth itself, but from using it to make a positive impact on those around him. Every Saturday morning, Alex visited the community center in his neighborhood, a place that provided resources and support to families in need. With a warm smile, he distributed donations and offered mentorship to young entrepreneurs trying to make their mark in the world. He believed in the power of giving, understanding that the universe worked in a delicate balance of sharing and receiving. On one such Saturday, Alex met Sarah, a single mother of two, struggling to keep her small bakery afloat. Inspired by her determination and the potential he saw in her business, Alex decided to invest in her bakery, offering not just financial
support, but also guidance in marketing and management. The community thrived with Alex's contributions as the months passed, and the bakery became a local favorite, drawing crowds for its warm pastries and inviting atmosphere. Sarah's success story inspired others, creating a ripple effect of generosity and collaboration throughout New Haven. For Alex, this was the true measure of success, seeing the lives of others improve and knowing he played a part in their journey. His acts of kindness and support brought a sense of fulfillment money alone could never buy, reinforcing his belief in the importance of maintaining balance and the fairness in every aspect of life. Part 2: The Cost of Imbalance, the Reverse Six of Pentacles. So, several years later, the landscape of New Haven had shifted. The city had grown, and with it, the new challenges arose. The once thriving community center struggled to keep its doors open, and many local businesses faced economic hardships. Alex's tech company was not immune from these changes, facing financial strain due to unforeseen market shifts. With resources dwindling, Alex found himself in a difficult position. The generosity he had once freely offered now felt like a weight. As he grappled with the pressure of maintaining his commitments, the flow of giving and receiving had become unbalanced, tipping toward an unsustainable model where giving came with unspoken expectations and strings attached. Desperate to keep his company afloat, Alex started making decisions driven by necessity rather than compassion. He imposed strict repayment terms on loans he had given and cut back on his contributions to the community center. The relationships he had nurtured over the years began to strain under the weight of financial expectations. Sarah, once a beneficiary of Alex's support, found herself struggling again. She noticed the changes in Alex's demeanor and the coldness that had replaced his once open hearted generosity. Realizing the imbalance, she took a step back, determined to find her way without relying solely on external help. Alex's situation reached a turning point when he attended a community meeting. He saw the faces of those that he'd once helped, now distant and wary. It was then he understood the impact of his actions and the importance of restoring balance and fairness in his dealings. Determined to right the scales, Alex sought to rebuild trust within the community. He started by offering transparency in his business dealings and reestablishing connections with genuine intent. He learned that true generosity required integrity and that maintaining balance was key to fostering lasting supportive relationships. Through these challenges, Alex rediscovered the essence of giving not as transactional exchange, but a genuine act of sharing that honors the needs of both the giver and receiver. He understands that the true abundance came from the heart, nurturing a community where everyone could thrive together. And that is the conclusion of our story. I hope that everyone out there is there we go. We're unstuck now, on my screen at least.
I don't think you guys are unstuck. Jane, you
Well,
continue to
a
eat.
few
Mr.
more.
Hardy, get some love.
It's a good thing, finally. You get a chance to draw a picture, Hershey?
I did not draw a picture, but Miles had something, but I don't think this makes much sense, but I'm going to try it anyway. He says, and he says we, but I put I. It says, I am my own control. I am no longer what is retold. You cannot throw or behold. There is so much more of me than can be behold. Somewhere hidden in the past, I found a way that will last, that has restructured my present to continue to grow, for my future to be so bold. I stand in my own light to bring a better day to someone who cannot find their own way. I don't know where that's going to go, but that's what I got so far.
I think someone who is destitute. Ah! Oh, you hear me, and I can't see anything.
We can hear you, though.
Okay.
I'll have to finish it.
And go ahead.
All right, so I have something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Too
work on it and let us know when you got it.
Okay, am I going? All right, too prideful to ask. He had one too many, but wanted one more. So this sadness would pass. Of all the men and women who didn't see fit to give, he thought he'd find someone who would help perpetuate the myth that he was too lazy to work, that he had done this to himself. What everyone warned him would be the outcome. A warm place to stay and something to eat, neither of which were of appeal to him in the summer heat. So at night he was grateful at cooling stations, but by day, less thrilled to go back into the summer heat, which tried his patience. But this man gave him a knowing look and said, "Come to my house. I won't charge anything but the pleasure of your company and a rub." All this did was reinforce the homeless man's view of the exploitative hierarchy, all the need to resist and to choose to stay out on the street instead of working and living in some other's patriarchy. That's what I got.
I like that. I like that. It's it's not easy for people to get naked and comfortable with themselves. You know what I mean? And if you don't have a past experience that forces you to see life through the different sets of lenses that make it up, whether it's a red lens, a green lens, a yellow lens, you know, all the different lenses of life, right? I think that you're not living enough of your life. I think that you're not experiencing enough of life. If you can't literally find yourself in this card, I think it is a strong place to start learning to realize that you need to live a little more. You need those experiences with all the book knowledge that is out there. It's only going to book knowledge grow you, right? There's no life experiences that go with it. So I will always see this card as a firm starting point to either explain what life taught you about the six, or because you don't have enough of that life experience with people, good, bad, ugly, whatever, indifferent, this is an opportunity to get out there and live a little so that you can contribute to what I believe the deeper meaning of the six means in this situation. So I really like what you put there. I really like what you wrote.
I mean, it just doesn't have I wasn't getting like this feeling that my guides were showing me a good ending to that story.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And there's not always a good ending. That's what people
just from this.
fail to realize. Sometimes it's just a shit ending and you have to make the best of it. You know what I mean? So I like how you kind of made sure that you left it kind of there. It's a cliffhanger. It's not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily good. It's what you make of it. It's what you take of it. So I absolutely like that. I like that one. I think I like that one better than the 5. If I'm just being a little
Really?
biased, I'm a big fan, but definitely being more biased to this one
I'll post
than,
this one too.
than the
I'll post
5.
this too.
Yeah, I think this was really good. I really liked it.
It wasn't dirty.
I know. Damn it.
I know.
You just
You
had to
can
go there, didn't you?
you can do that on my channel. I've restricted my channel.
Yeah, it's some I can't do it on. So
Well, don't worry. You can always share your perv here, and we're going to enjoy it. Because you know what? We all are a little masochists sometimes. And if you say you're not, then you're definitely not living enough life. In my opinion, of course. What do I know?
So I will try to locate those 2 videos. They are made, but they're just hidden somewhere on my computer. And string all the videos together, so you've got just the video portion of um, this broadcast. And I'm gonna have to rewatch it so I can get Jeff's poem because I was busy fighting my computer here.
It was a good one.
They all seem to be at least make you think. Jeff challenges my brain, and I've noticed that he's been putting things out about IQ tests that he's been taking. Um,
Yeah.
I have a story about that, but I can't go into it.
I want to hear it.
Uh, on cam, we'll have to wait till
We'll
the back
hear it. Okay.
till the backstage. But thank you everyone for being with us. Jeff, what's coming up for you?
Poetry tonight with Heather, and on next Sunday, collaboration with Gerald, using the well, I don't know what we're doing I don't know which deck we're using, but we're going to be reading, and then in between we'll see. I never know, so I don't necessarily know, but we shall see.
Hershey, what's coming up for you?
Need to hit up Jane for tomorrow, see if she wants to join us for meta messages. But you know, it's Monday, so we get a good start connecting to Metatron and a few pretty powerful archangels. I don't have anything on my calendar, so I'm lacking a lot, and I need to get some stuff. But I can tell you that this coming up Saturday, the 3rd, we are having another scavenger hunt. So everybody get ready for this weekend, because 2 very special people are going to be going heads up for a scavenger hunt. And I can't wait. I am so thirsty for a scavenger hunt, y'all. So I have an open week outside of Monday's meta message and Wednesday's shadow work. So if anybody wants to do something, I'm feeling much better and I can start rescheduling my calendar, because I have nothing. I have nothing.
Well, for me, we have shadow work on Wednesday, and just keep looking out for. Oh yeah, we'll go back to Tuesdays and do tarot prayers if
That's right.
if
Okay.
you're available. you miss a week and you forget that's even in the loop.
That's what is that called? Poor attention deficit, or no?
ADHD,
ADHD, or attention span. Actually, low attention span.
I call it the TikTok generation.
Yeah. I wish I
Uh,
was
So just be on the lookout for Card of the Days at 6 a.m. Central, and then I'll be putting up some more tarot quiz questions as I get to know this CapCut editor, and try to put some fancy things in it, flourishes and whooshes, and um, make it a little more interesting and engaging for you. With that, remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and go out and make it a great Sunday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.